It is Wednesday, BCA-101. We did a little review, not really review, we talked a little more about details, and then they did some spreadsheet group work. Week 6, this is day 16 for the year. Students did some work. End of the unit, it's a laptop. Let me give you a little background here. They are figuring out what kind of laptop for a business student just starting college. You gotta think about that and everything. And then I gave some hints. I said, make sure you talk about the things we've talked about in class. Screen size, touch screen, maybe how weight, keyboard, keypad. Okay. So they worked on this about 10-15 about. And here we have hardware. And we have system software communicates with the hardware. System software can communicate with the operating system, which deals directly with the hardware. Then we have device drivers, who also communicate in here between the operating system and the hardware. Piece of software, so if you add a printer, there can be a device driver, piece of software that allows that printer to communicate with the OS and to the hardware. Alright. Then we talked about, it's kind of layered, the operating system is dealing in here with the hardware, and then we have these applications. The applications communicate with the OS, right? They're programs. This is all this software. All software there. Programs written by people. Okay, we have applications. They can be, you can buy them to do something. You have custom, you can buy some that allow you to custom. Custom can be really expensive, but you can design software to exactly match your needs, which in some cases might give your company a competitive edge. And then we have the user who interacts with the software. User interface or user experience. So you have to think about that over here when you're working on a laptop. Do they need a touch screen? Is that going to be important? And also, in dealing with the laptop, what operating system are you going to have? Let me try it again. What operating system are you going to have? And you might say, well, basically, not a lot of choices, but you could have a Mac, a machine that runs Mac, or you can have a machine that runs Windows. But you could do Linux or whatever, depending what you want to do. You have to know what applications you want. Most of them in the cloud, if they're going to be on the machine, and so forth. And those applications, have to match the operating system and then match what the user needs. Okay? So it's not only buying hardware, it's deciding what software you're also need. We'll talk a little more about that later on. This, on public radio, yesterday they had the article about alt-right poll. This was, if you want to look this up, if you look up NPR, and then it had to do with Google and Facebook and the Las Vegas shooter. So if you did a search on any of that, you're going to come up with a bunch of information. And so what we did was we listened to the approximately 4-minute broadcast that was broadcast yesterday afternoon about the gentleman that had some connection with the shooter's girlfriend. I think he was her ex. And all of a sudden, he was being depicted as the shooter. And he just, he rose up in all the searches between Google and Facebook. Some people here, some anonymous, alt-right trolls, that's what they call them in the article, trolls, went to the, got the name because of the person, went to their Facebook, saw them that they were liberal and left, and so through these alt-right news and poll, POL, they started saying that this gentleman was a shooter. He had not much online, so as soon as he started gathering online information, it became the priority. So the article talked about how much weight should Google put on these and the algorithm that grabs that. And so we did talk a little bit about Matt Cutts from Google, who explains how Google search works and how it prioritizes websites and so forth. All right, that's more than enough on that. We're done.